The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. Two opposing beliefs can be true at the same time. I've been trying to hold on to this idea that things out in the world are not always as I see them. I can see a situation one way. Someone else sees it in the exact opposite way. There isn't always a right and a wrong. And it is true that multiple truths are happening at the same time. There's been part of me that in the past has wanted someone to see my side of the situation. I want someone to see how I feel, see what has happened to me, acknowledge that, and that need to be witnessed, to be understood, to be validated, has been the priority, instead of there are just times when something has happened to me, somebody did something to me. They don't act like that to everyone else. I've been working on trying to shift how I witness the world. And it comes from this fact of I feel differently inside when I am fixed on an idea and a belief. The energy doesn't flow through me. It's not fluid, it's not malleable, it's not shapeable. It's a very stuck feeling of energy. And I don't like the way I feel when I walk through the world thinking that everybody in the world needs to see things in the same way that I do. As I've been working through my own thought around this, I see people and witness people who simply cannot open themselves up to the possibility that someone else is having a completely different experience. There is this unwilling to acknowledge, like I said, that one person can be extremely nice and open and generous to one person, and the next person, they can harm them, abuse them, be mean to them. And this isn't just on the global stage right now. This is just in everyday life where we see these differences, where these duplicities are happening around us. And I myself have been trying to figure out, where am I going to put my energy? And who am I going to surround myself with? It's becoming increasingly difficult for me to participate in situations where there are certain people that cannot acknowledge any other truth than the one that they believe. And it almost becomes evident that they need everybody in their world to act and behave and believe in the same ways that they do. Like, they can't even entertain the possibility that they're wrong. They cannot entertain that they're not seeing the world accurately. And it's just getting harder for me as someone who can hold two truths at the same time. I can see where you would see that. I can see why you would see that. But when you don't want to open yourself up to the possibility, then at a core level, you inherently think that what I see is flawed, my belief is flawed, my understanding is flawed or inaccurate. Rarely do they want to admit that. Rarely will they say, yes, my truth is the only truth and everybody else is being misled. In the spirituality realm, there has been talk for a few years now that there's a lot of talk about multiple realities and that there's a belief, I don't have any proof either way, but there is a belief that we are operating all at the same time in multiple realities. Like we're living out different lives other places, which I am just trying to focus on this life, let alone try to figure out if I've got other lives somewhere else and trying to manage those. But that is unfolding right before our eyes. Things are happening and everybody is seeing them differently through their own vantage point. We're already living in this place of multiple realities. My reality is very different than your reality. And does that matter? I feel differently when I try to control everybody else around me. I feel differently when I expect everyone around me to believe the same things that I do. When I get stuck on seeing someone and trying to figure out why they do the things that they do, those are distractions for me and what I'm here to do. And we can easily get distracted in this world right now. We can easily get taken off course. We can go down a path that's not going to lead us anywhere. Like I can get mad about someone seeing something differently than me, or I can accept that that's their path here. And it's not my responsibility to open them up, to wake them up, to bring awareness to them, to demand that they acknowledge that they see me, that they hear me. Those are all distractions. And I feel different. And I don't feel that I can move through the world nimble and quick. I understand that everybody's on their path, and some people don't want to leave others behind. Some people want their whole network, their whole group, their whole family. They want everyone to travel with them. And sometimes there's a big cost for doing that, of holding yourself back, of denying yourself that you want something different or believe something different. And sometimes the best thing that you can do when you're surrounded by people who see the world very differently, it's never through your words of, this is why I believe this. It's more of going out, living your life, show the world through our actions. People don't necessarily respond to words. They respond by seeing someone else show up in the world differently. The world seems like it's accelerating. And this whole process for me has just been about how can I learn to ride the waves of the energy? How can I let go of my need to control everything? I don't always like what I see. It hurts my heart. But I'm also very aware that I cannot get stuck in that energy. That I have to realize multiple things are happening at the same time. And how can I continue to navigate through all of these energies, connect to like-minded people, create a positive experience, even in the midst of everything else that's happening? My people are the ones that can change their minds. I can change my mind. I can look at myself and realize I made decisions in the past based on certain things being true. And now those things are no longer true, and I can change my mind. Can you feel into your body when you listen to someone speak? Can you feel into your body when you're seeing something happening? How does your body feel? Does it feel open? Does it feel closed? I don't have to be right about anything. I can have a truth today. Tomorrow, I can wake up and learn more information, and that truth from yesterday, it may no longer be true. And that's okay with me. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe, and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.